everyone. It is Bella.
And it's Laura. And today, so we have been looking and listening to everything you guys are talking about. And we want to talk about what does success look like when you are just starting out. So a lot of you have been sharing things and you're like, I've been doing this for 2 weeks and I weigh exactly the same. Or, I just started this yesterday and I feel the same. Well, yeah, you're going to feel the same if you started yesterday, FYI, but that's okay. But what does it look like? And how can you know, like, how can you feel good about yourself? How can you help others and kind of go forward into this new lifestyle? Yes. Feeling confident and knowing what little things might be moving the triggers along. Does that kind of make sense, Bella?
Absolutely. And I will just say off the bat, please give this process time. You may have eaten a certain way your whole life, struggling with certain things your whole life, and it's not just going to happen overnight. Otherwise, it'd be easy for everyone. Woohoo!
Yeah.
But, be patient with yourself, and as we've said over and over again, baby steps are okay. Mm-hmm. Now, I think the biggest thing that people want to focus on is weight. Would you agree, Laura? We get all the time, I'm not losing weight. Why isn't the scale moving?
Yeah, they're like, they're like, I gained 3 pounds since last week. Why? And people get very upset and angry and discouraged. And we're glad that you share that, but we want to help you turn that around and reframe it.
Yes. And, just a personal story, when I was actually at my lowest weight, I was actually the most unwell. I had really bad brain fog. My mood was very low. My energy was very low. My skin was bad. My hair was dry. So that's just to, use an example. Weight is definitely not everything. And I will say one of my favorite things that I hear people say when they do our programs is actually nothing about the weight, but it's how amazing I feel. I wake up in the morning and I have energy to actually want to do things. I feel excited about the day ahead. I'm not waking up absolutely exhausted, wanting to go lie back in bed for 3 hours, and I think bottom line, it's going to look different for everyone, but please don't just focus on the scale. Look, at other things going on, energy, mood, hair, skin.
I love the hair, your skin. We've had people who had were having lots of problems with hair loss, who will talk about how their hair is suddenly thicker and fuller and things like that. And your skin, what people with terrible acne who says their acne is finally better. Or they're bloated and the bloat is gone, which hasn't changed their weight, but they feel and look slimmer because they had this bloat belly.
Yeah, totally. Right? Feeling more nourished, and they are ultimately more nourished. And I will also say in those early weeks, even if maybe you're someone and you're watching this and you're thinking, well, that's great, but I'm actually not experiencing any of these things. And I, am on week 1 or week 2. Again, patience is key, but also a huge win in itself is that you are starting on this health journey. You are creating and implementing those habits, which are going to set you up for life. So even if you're not necessarily seeing any of these things right now, just trust the process and know it will come. Especially if you're in our groups, we can help you tweak things so it really, really works for you and you are experiencing these things. But again, bottom line, be patient and just trust the process that, okay, I'm doing this, and I am eating, more greens, drinking more water, walking more, and all of these things ultimately are going to better me, and I am going to see the results that I want one day.
And you might not just see the results, like going for a walk. If you haven't been walking, maybe that is unto itself a huge accomplishment, and you won't realize overnight how much better you're feeling or your stress has gone down from walking. That's something that takes time. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, when you miss a walk, oh, wow, that really made a difference. Yeah. Or maybe you couldn't do any of the push-ups. Like if you're doing metabolic renewal and you did the first phase 1A and you're like, oh my gosh, he has burpees in these. And you just feel like, this is ridiculous. But then maybe 3 weeks into the program, your weight hasn't changed, but you felt strong enough and you actually did your first burpee. Let's give that as an example. That is a huge accomplishment. That means your body is getting stronger. That means you are getting stronger, and it's something to be proud of. And I would suggest if you did do your first burpee ever, go to the Facebook group and share that, because other people are also struggling trying to figure out where their growth is happening. And if you tell them, hey, I just did my first push-up ever, I used my knees, but hey, I did it. Guess what? Somebody else is going to feel like, oh, I didn't know that was a big deal. I was feeling that way. And now I feel better. And now I'm more encouraged to keep going. And I wanted to quit, but I saw your post and now I'm going to keep going.
Yeah, exactly. Community is so impactful, I think, when you're going through any program, but just in general, we all need community, and especially people who are walking through the same journey as you. I think it can be really helpful. So if you're in our groups, please do share whatever it is. Not only are we here to help, but people are wanting to listen and wanting to be inspired.
Yeah. So just share away. Know that any victory, even the little ones, like maybe it's just like you didn't realize before you were thirsty all the time because you were drinking soda or whatever all day. And now you're drinking water and you're like, I feel hydrated. And that is a change, and that's a big deal. Or it could just be like, it can be embarrassing things like you never went to the bathroom regularly and now you're regular. Girl, that's great. Share that, because somebody else is gonna be like, oh dude, I never thought about that. That is awesome. Like these benefits can be all over the place, and they can be a little embarrassing or weird. Like maybe, like you didn't want to tell people you had acne and now it's better. Like whatever it is for you, just embrace it. And that's why we have these support groups, because you being brave enough to share your little change will inspire somebody else who might be feeling discouraged.
Yeah.
And that will help you too, because then you'll see them be helped and then you'll feel better and it will keep going.
That's so true. That's so true. Thank you, Laura.
I don't know. That's my little
I love it.
over there.
I love
Help
it.
other people, share your stuff, because then you help them. And when you help other people, I guarantee you, even if you feel like you were frustrated at the scale when you went to post, suddenly you'll feel a heck of a lot better, because when you help other people, you always feel better afterwards.
So true. So true.
Okay. I don't know. I'm kind of rambling there, so you can
love
wrap
it.
up.
I love it. I love it. Well, yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys have questions, again, if you need assistance, or maybe you've been following this for a while and you're not quite seeing energy or whatever you want, please, if you're in our groups, reach out. We would love to help you tap into your schmeck, become your own metabolic detective, and help you, make the program work for you. That's one of the best things about all of the metabolic programs, is you can adjust and adapt to really get the results you're looking for. So we are here to help you. Please post, please share and inspire others, and just don't give up. Keep going.
Just keep going, and we are here to help you. We love to help you, and we support you on your journey. So thank you for trusting us and letting us be a little part of your health journey. So thank you. All right, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.